My name is Oris. Could you tell me your full name, please?
My name is Daniel Kiptu.
Thank you. Now let's begin. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. First, do you like collecting things?
Yes, actually, I do collect things. I tend to keep old books, especially ones with interesting covers from our local bookstore. There's just something about their history that I find fascinating, I think.
That sounds interesting. Are there any kinds of things you would like to collect in the future?
I'd really like to collect traditional musical instruments from across the country. We have so many unique ones, like the traditional drums, so that would be something I'd love to explore down the line.
That would be a fascinating collection. Now, let's talk about friends. Do you have many close friends?
I have a small circle of close friends, mostly people I grew up with or met through football practice. We're quite tight, really, the ones you can rely on.
And do you generally prefer spending time with a large group of friends or just one or two?
I definitely prefer one or two friends at a time. It allows for deeper conversations, rather than just catching up on the surface. Plus, sharing a flask of tea is just better with a smaller group.
I see. Now, let's talk about the city you live in. What do you like most about it?
I love the vibrant energy of Nairobi. There's always something happening. Also, the way the technology sector is growing here is exciting as a software developer. There's a real sense of opportunity.
And is there anything you would change about your city?
Oh, yes, definitely the traffic. It can be quite chaotic, and significantly slow you down. Better, more organized public transport would make a huge difference for everyone.
That makes sense. Now we move on to part two. I'll give you a topic to talk about for 1 to 2 minutes. You'll have 1 minute to prepare first. Ready?
Yes, I understand.
Great. Here's your topic. Describe a time when you organized a happy event successfully. You now have 1 minute to prepare. I'll tell you when to start. Start speaking now.
I'd like to describe the time I organized a surprise birthday party for my friend Joseph, just last month. He's also a developer, so he's always under pressure, and it was time for him to relax. I decided to plan it at one of our regular spots, a nice quiet garden restaurant Joseph likes in Nairobi, so we knew the atmosphere would be perfect. The planning took about 2 weeks, mostly coordinating with our friends in our WhatsApp group to make sure everyone could attend and getting the food details sorted, that sort of thing. On the day, we almost got caught out, I think, because Joseph finished work early, but luckily another friend managed to distract him with a story about wanting to buy new running shoes. When he finally arrived at the restaurant, everyone was ready, and the look on his face was priceless. We had a wonderful time sharing memories, enjoying delicious food. It was successful because we all came together to make sure he felt appreciated, and it was rewarding to see him so happy, like the pressure disappeared.
Thank you. Did you face any challenges during the organization?
Yes, the main challenge was definitely the timing. Keeping the surprise from Joseph, given how unpredictable his work schedule can be, was a bit tricky, but fortunately it all worked out in the end.
I see. And do you think you'll organize another party like that in the future?
Yeah, sure. I would definitely consider doing it again. Seeing the joy on my friend's face was really worth it. Although next time I might plan for a less stressful surprise moment, maybe.
Thank you. We've been talking about organizing events. I'd now like to discuss 1 or 2 more general questions related to this. First, do people need others' help when organizing?
I believe it's very difficult to organize larger events successfully without support. Even smaller ones can be overwhelming. There are so many details to manage, from logistics to invitations, so sharing the responsibilities makes it much more manageable and also more enjoyable.
That's interesting. How can parents help children to be organized?
Parents can encourage children to be organized by establishing simple routines, things like making their bed or putting away toys after playing. Breaking down larger tasks into smaller, manageable steps can also help. And providing a specific place for their belongings, like a toy box or dynamic shelves, teaches them order, I think.
And on what occasions do people need to be organized?
People really need to be organized during major life events, like planning a wedding, moving house, or even starting a new job. But also in daily life, managing finances or keeping a track of work deadlines and appointments requires good organization. Otherwise, things can get chaotic very quickly.
I see. Finally, does everything need to be well prepared?
Well, not necessarily. I think there's value in being spontaneous and flexible sometimes, as it can lead to unexpected joys. Over preparing can sometimes take the fun out of those natural moments, like when an old friend suddenly calls you to meet for coffee.
Thank you. That is the end of the speaking test.
Thank you.